Hey guys, welcome back to some companions. As we continue going through here and doing the event that is up right now, a lot of players are a little upset with the patch notes that we got a little bit earlier. I'm hoping there's going to be some changes, some adjustments. We're going to have to see exactly what it looks like with releasing another Draconic hero on the classic servers. So let's hop in here and look at the event, because over here we have the Celestial Isles, which are going incredibly well. Now, one thing to note is if you do want to get Arthur, you can see he is new right here. We are not able to get Arthur, and it looks like even getting him in here, a lot of players were posting some questions about it. You can see that this is only 15 pieces of Arthur, so very similar to what we've seen in the classic version, is you do have to get 4 copies of these, or essentially buy this 4 times to get the fully unlocked piece of Arthur. And you'll notice in here that we need 400 of these to actually buy him out. We have 218. Couple more events, or a couple more days left in the event, which means we're going to be able to build out and buy out one single fragment of him. Don't know if he's going to be in multiple events. Don't know any other way to get him. And I'm thinking maybe, can you summon for him? A player mentioned something that can you summon for him? Looking in here, looking at the dimensionals, we cannot get him. And again, bringing Arthur over here, it doesn't seem like there's any way to get him. We went through the shop, we looked at a couple different things. Again, not finding a way, or not finding the means to get the hero, short of literally buying him within companions. And that's exactly what it would be. Because if you're going in here and you're looking at the Celestial offers, or even the Celestial Isles, is if you're looking to pick up a lot more of the keys to essentially get a lot more rewards out of this game mode through the key acquisition, is going in here to the event deals, you would have to buy the keys. Once you have the keys, you can go in here, you can get the material to build him out with with buying them out. Now the question is, when you look at 320 keys, what does it yield? Some players were saying that it would take about $400 to $600 to build out or get all of the copies that you need out of Arthur if you just wanted to go ahead and whale him, if you just wanted to build him. Again, I didn't do the math. That's just what I'm seeing over on Reddit. So let's hop in and look at this event. Now, there's a couple things that we're learning as we're going through here. One, essence pools, you have to collect these. If you don't collect them, very similar to AFK rewards, they are just going to cap. You're not going to have the ability to get any more resources in here, and you need the phosphorus gem. Now, I want to break down kind of what we've been looking for. Even picked up a couple more diamonds in here, because right now we have 4 of 5 of these mines that are available. Looking at what we have occupied, we have a couple essence pools, as well as a diamond load. Now, we were at the point where you can see we're moving right towards Frost Reach right on this side. We're also moving right here to Unatainable, right on this side. So once we hit both of these, we're going to be able to get some more essence pools. But the ones that we have right now, anytime that we are looking at additional essence pools, they are not open right now. So I feel like this essence pool is going to increase. We're going to see a lot more of a cap in here, or it's going to go much higher to be able to build this. Now, one thing to note is when you go in here, you have to do the rally. Once you do the rally, and let me see if I can do this. So let's cancel the rally. Let's go back and rally again. You have to click right here on both of these teams to rally. That is going to bring us right in here. If you do not click to rally, and I did not do this, it says FHG YouTube, join the rally, headed to Frost Reach. You have to do this. You have to click your teams in there to join the rally. This is, again, I'm giving a lot of feedback back to AFK Arena about the companion server as well as the classic server, everyone being kind of upset about it. But as you can see, going in here, we are moving into Frost Reach. Now the ceremony, we've seen the ceremony. This is kind of interesting. Literally, they're pulling little carts, massive carts of gold and everything else. So it's pretty cool. The victory march ends in 1 hour and 20 minutes. Heroic members of your league have brought back tons of loot. Tap the cart to claim your rewards. We can go in here, we can claim rewards. And there we go, out of 2 cards. So we got some victories, we got some phosphorus. This makes, again, a big difference when you're going in here, because when you're looking at building out the tomes or going into the Vault of Riches, you need all of the resources in here to build these out. We have to hit the second attack. This is going to give us our next one. And then it shows occupy a total of 6 resource zones. So I feel like once we do unlock this one, getting our second attack, we're going to be able to build out the power bow, so on and so forth. Yeah, so you have to be pushing, and look how far this goes. A lot of players are already saying 30 days might be way too far for this event. And there's a ton of other games that have this exact same type event that they have. So I don't know if it's an overlay or if it's just kind of a rehash from another game, but very, very cool to see in here. And you also notice that where we're at, so we are kind of landlocked You can see a lot of other places have even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have a lot more land than what we can cover. Now that is because of our location. So right here, you know, they had the ability, they actually went south right here. We decided to go down south as well, but they have the north, they have the east, and then they did pick up the south. So a lot of other guilds are really prioritizing how we're being built. And big picture on the final results. You can see no league has ascended to the Gilded City or the Golden Oak as this point. I'm going through the quest. We are getting diamonds for all of the quests that we do have in here. And then the personal quest that I have, you can see winning battles. And look at this, guys. We're just headed to like battle number 2 or 3 with our teams, winning 300 battles, 20 attacks. That is going to be a lot. Getting all of this out of here, earning medals, going through here. Again, a really cool game mode to kind of get involved in. Very cool to see that rallies are happening. But a lot of players have said, of course, when you look at here, having to go in here and make sure that you're rallied into, you know, the different cards, making sure everything else that you have with all of the garrisons and everything else. A lot of players are saying, again, that this is far from AFK. Now, and of course, if you're a leader, so if you're one of the leaders that are within here, even looking within the league itself, if you're one of the league deputies, you're doing a lot more work than a lot of other people. Now, members, of course, just kind of doing whatever. But in here, we are finding diamonds all different places. Gold supremacy, rush to the top. You can see there's a lot more. And I feel like these are the personal quests that we have. This needs to be streamlined. Even looking at our battle report, we did 16 wins with our team. Unfortunately, the Wilder's not as successful. And I feel like that's due to Iran. I feel like Iran, you know what? Let's swap up the team in here. Looking at the Wilders, looking at how they kind of performed within our formations, didn't really seem to do the best. And again, a lot of players are saying that is because of Iran being in the formation, that we're not seeing as much utility, not seeing as much viability really out of the hero itself. Now, I do love running Solus in here, but pulling and keeping with that 5 Wilder buff, doesn't really seem to be making a difference, even though I haven't built out, even though he's at 5 stars, not making a huge difference. Now, we do have Ainz, which we could actually swap in our dimensional heroes. We could do Albedo and Ainz. Team goes together incredibly well. I feel like this might be a pretty good performance because we did get Ainz up to Ascended. And of course, when you think of bigger picture, getting heroes built within companions, getting their signature items built up, even here we're at an 18, but getting the signature items built up to a high level. Since we have been playing this game, and we've been playing this game, which is cool because you can always go in the events, you can look at where you're at with the ultimate card draws. We've been playing this for 146 days already. We have 2, that's right, 2 heroes that we do have at a plus 30 signature item. That is it. We've been going into the store. We've been buying these on a regular basis. Essence, we have a crazy amount of essence, but looking at our red chests, we've been buying them on a regular basis until we're out of diamonds. Even looking at, you know, the PvP, the arena store, buying red chests every single place we can. Unfortunately, in here, they're not available, so we are just buying tier stones. In the barracks, we are just picking up stones, trying to get more summons, trying to get these heroes built up a little bit further. It's just a very slow grind. Not knowing exactly what's going to come from AFK Arena on the classic version and seeing what we're seeing on here. It's really anyone's game at this point. I don't know exactly what to say. I want to see what the new heroes are going to look like tomorrow when they come up on the test server, seeing if it's going to be a priority. And my thought, though, with the hero being a Draconic hero, being a regular Draconic, but also being a support Draconic. So again, that is one of the really big questions when it comes to the support heroes. When it comes to the Draconic heroes, usually they do incredibly well and they are very high priority based on the build. Now, I know for a majority of players, including myself, we do not have any of the resources because we built Scion to build really anyone out at this point. I believe I have 70 scrolls. We used 400 scrolls and around 90,000 diamonds last time. So unfortunately, we're not going to have the materials to build out the 3rd Draconic hero that we're seeing on the classic side. But all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.